Hey, what's up, homies? Good afternoon. It's your big homie Chuco Sam. It says, what's going on today? I wanted to get something off my chest. And no, before you even say anything, I'm not going to talk about that chomo. I already made a promise. I wasn't going to talk about him till after Monday, because Monday's is parole board hearing. Or supposedly when he's going to get out. Whatever. Anyways, I was going to talk about something different. I was going to talk about people ask me, or people tell me that I'm stuck in the 90s. I thought about it for a minute. Well, just call it for what it is. The truth is the truth. I am old. I'm an old school fool. I'm an old head. Or whatever you want to call me. I'm a grandpa. I've been called all kinds of shit. Especially by the chomo haters. Them fools got a lot of shit to say. They support that motherfucker. I think they're in love with them or something. I don't know. But anyways, back to the topic in hand. Am I stuck in the 90s? I really thought about it. I sat down and said, you know what? Instead of getting mad and butthurt, I started really thinking about it. Am I stuck in the 90s? A little bit, yeah, I am, The 90s was popping. The 90s had some good rap music and shit, The 90s was the birth of Chicano rap. You know what I'm saying? The cholos and the cholas was going hard and shit in the 90s. But I was born in 75. So I grew up in the 80s. So my first recollection of a cholo, a chola, or a gangster, or a pachuco, whatever, I started seeing all that stuff like in the 80s. The 90s was still far away, So when I was growing up in the 80s, La Raza was still dressing like the old school people were still like dressing like in the 70s, 60s, 50s, all the way up until the 40s. I used to run into old motherfuckers, old veteranos from the block that used to still wear zoot suits. I shit you not. Right there on North Side, right there. When I was living in the North Side, when I was living in the First Ward, I used to run into old veteranos. I used to go dancing right there at the Pan American nightclub. And the viejitos were still, they used to wear fucking badass Stacy's and their fucking tacuches and shit, man. They're the ones that I got clecha from. They're the ones that I learned a lot of stuff from, about the barrios and all that stuff. They used to make fun of us. How we used to wear like the big pantalones and we used to shave our hair and all that shit. Because, their times are different. Just like I make fun of people now, I've made fun of Edgars and shit like that. And vatos with ankle socks or whatever. So I think I would say that I'm more stuck in the 80s than I am in the 90s. I like that old school 70s and 80s Chicano style, cholo style. That's when it was popping. That's when cholas used to wear wings and feather hair with like fucking 5 cans of hairspray. They used to paint their eyes and shit different colors, their eyelids and stuff. They wore black lip liner. Vatos used to wear the baseball jerseys, the football jerseys. Not everybody had a Cascade or a Bumblebee back in the days. And for those of you who don't know what that is, those are what I guess you would call Charlie Browns now. Because they didn't start calling those Charlie Browns until like the 90s. When FB County bought the Cascade Company. Well, they bought that division of it. I don't know why. The Cascade Company's still around. They make flannels and shit like that. Badass flannels. Shit, I'm gonna give me one. They kind of sort of look like the Pendleton ones. But anyways, to me, the 90s was cool. You know, because I grew up in the 90s too. The Cholo style in the 90s was cool, but I'm more hip to the 80s and the 70s style, man. Now the 60s and on down, 50s, you know, 40s, that was all the Pachuco era. The Cholo era started actually like in the 60s. The 60s is when it started, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm not stuck in the 90s, homies. I guess if I were to say I was stuck in a certain area, a certain era in time, I'd say I'm stuck in the 80s. I guess so. I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with that, man, you know. Because to me now, like the styles now, are kind of weird, you know. There's a lot of weird shit, you know. I'm not down with that stuff. And yeah, I mean, so I guess I'm stuck in the 80s, not the 90s.